Today we are going to understand one more application of biotechnology in medical field, and that is our gene therapy. In previous video, we people have understood production of genetically engineered insulin, जिसको आप बोलो humulin. In today's lecture, we are going to understand what is gene therapy. As the name suggests, यहाँ पे कुछ changes हो रहे हैं in structure of gene, you can say, right? To be more specific, this therapy involves correction of defective gene. Okay, correction of defective gene. So let's understand what is gene therapy. Gene therapy is collection of method that allows correction of gene defect that has been diagnosed in child or in embryo. Most important, this point is, right? It is nothing but correction of genetic defect which is diagnosed in child, or you can say as your embryo. Okay, so what happens in gene therapy? जो भी defective gene है, right? This defective gene is replaced by normal functional gene. Okay, so what I have written here, genes are inserted into person cells or tissue to treat a disease. Of course, right? Correction of gene defect involves delivery of normal gene. Delivery of normal gene into individual or embryo to take over function and compensate for non-functional gene. आपको पता है कि जीन कैसा है? Defective है, right? That gene do not undergo any kind of transcription, no translation, there will be no formation of particular protein, right? And say for example that protein is very much essential for sustaining life of organism. So such gene, such defective gene, you can replace by normal gene which can undergo the process of transcription, translation, and by the process of translation there will be production of proteins which is essential for sustaining normal life. तो simple as that, defective gene को आप किससे replace करते हो? Normal functional gene. Okay. Now, first clinical gene therapy, most important thing is this, was given in year 1990 to 4-year-old girl who is suffering from adenosine deaminase deficiency. एडिनोसिन डीअमाइनेज एंजाइम है. एडिनोसिन डीअमाइनेज क्या है? एंजाइम. एंड दिस एंजाइम इज प्रेजेंट इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल सेल्स ऑफ अवर बॉडी. टू बी मोर स्पेसिफिक, दिस एंजाइम का प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा होता है इन लिम्फोसाइट्स, राइट? यू पीपल हैव अंडरस्टूड बी सेल्स एंड टी सेल्स, राइट? T cells in the sense they are responsible for formation of third line immunity. If you are talking about lymphocytes, then these lymphocytes are present in lymphoid tissues, your bone marrow, spleen, okay, tonsils, and many more. That all you people have understood. Okay, so once again, this adenosine deaminase is present in all cell. To be more specific, इसका proportion ज़्यादा होता है in WBC, that is our lymphocyte. That is our lymphocytes. And you very well know that lymphocytes are very much essential for immune system. Very much essential for immune system, right? तो if this enzyme की deficiency होती है, right? Then what happens? Our immune system do not work at best. Our immune system do not work at best. So have a look what I have written. This enzyme is necessary for immune system to work. Okay. Normally, अभी के लिए आप इतना याद रखो कि एडिनोसिन डीअमाइनेज is responsible for causing purine metabolism. Is responsible for causing purine metabolism. ठीक है? And this enzyme is very much essential for normal functioning of immune system. अगर enzyme absent है due to any reason, our immune system do not work. If our immune system do not work, what happens? Every pathogen can enter in our body. There is no kind of defense mechanism, and we will suffer from multiple disease. We are going to suffer from multiple disease. Okay, so adenosine deaminase necessary for immune system to work. This deficiency occurs due to deletion of gene coding for this enzyme. Gene is DNA, of course transcription mRNA and protein आपको पता है. Enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. जो आपकी adenosine deaminase enzyme है is kind of a polypeptide, proteinaceous in nature. Okay, तो इसका जो जीन है which codes for adenosine deaminase is absent, so there will be no production of adenosine deaminase enzyme जो कि important है immune system के work के लिए. Okay, now for treatment of this disorder, adenosine deaminase deficiency के treatment के लिए कुछ childrens में क्या करा गया, bone marrow transplantation करा गया, while in some other children this is treated by enzyme replacement therapy. Okay, पहली चीज bone marrow transplant कर दिया children का. Second thing, in some children they gave enzyme replacement therapy. As the name suggests, enzyme replacement therapy में क्या होता होगा, जो functional enzyme है, functional ADA is injected in that patient. Simple as that. But both these options are not completely curative. Both these options, that is bone marrow transplantation and enzyme replacement therapy, are not completely curative. Okay, so as a first step towards gene therapy, क्या करा गया, ये जो बच्ची है 4-year-old गर्ल, या here I have written, right, इसमें से lymphocytes निकाले गए. इसमें से क्या निकाले गए, lymphocytes बाहर निकाले गए, right. These lymphocytes are kept with retrovirus containing ADA gene. आपको पता है vector which we are using for animals are retroviruses. Okay, are retroviruses. तो ठीक है, मैंने क्या बोला, ये बच्चे में से क्या निकाला गया, lymphocytes निकाले गए from the blood of patient and they are of course grown in culture outside the body. क्या करा गया, a functional ADA gene you can say, by using retroviral vector is introduced into lymphocyte of that girl, and then these lymphocytes are delivered once again back to patient. Simple as that. Lymphocytes निकाले गए. These lymphocytes are cultured outside in presence of retroviral vector containing functional ADA gene. Right? Now, these lymphocytes, these genetically engineered lymphocytes, are once again returned back to patient. To be more specific, this girl. Am I clear? This results in formation of adenosine deaminase enzyme. Am I clear? So देखो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, lymphocytes from blood of patient are grown in culture outside the body. A functional ADA cDNA using retroviral vector is then inserted into these lymphocytes, which are then returned to patient's body. अब आपको पता है every cell in our body are going to die. So lymphocytes are also not immortal. They are also going to die. So this girl or the patient suffering from this disorder require periodic, or you can say regular, infusion of such genetically engineered lymphocytes. वापस से एक बार lymphocytes क्या होते हैं? They are going to die after some time. Yes or no? If they are going to die, what happens? Once again that patient suffers from ADA deficiency. How we can cope up with this situation? Simple as that. उसको आपको फिर से क्या देना पड़ेगा? Infusion of this genetically engineered lymphocyte. So what I have written? However, as these cells are not immortal, the patient required regular infusion of such genetically engineered lymphocytes. Am I clear? Simple as that. Now this point is very important. If gene isolate from marrow cell producing ADA is introduced into cells at early embryonic stage, then there could be a permanent cure. अगर आप early embryonic stage पे बोन मैरो से जीन आइसोलेट करके वो एम्ब्रियो में डाल दो, राइट, देन माइट बी there can be a permanent cure. There is possibility that this patient do not born with ADA deficiency. So I hope gene therapy is clear to you people. Next topic that we are going to discuss is your molecular diagnosis. Now, if you are talking about molecular diagnosis, right, then the name suggests itself, diagnosis which occurs at molecular level before the symptoms of particular disease is visible or is seen. Okay, so have a look what we have written for effective treatment of disease. What I have written, early diagnosis, understanding of pathophysiology is very important, right? Using conventional method of diagnosis like urine test or serum test, early detection is not possible. क्या लिखा है मैंने यहाँ पे? For proper treatment of a disease, क्या जरूरी है? Number 1 is early diagnosis, right? And second one, understanding of pathophysiology, how that particular organism is working in host organism. Iski understanding is also very necessary, right? And using conventional methods, which we are using blood test, urine test, serum test, right? This all conventional techniques, they are not responsible for early detection. Say for example, if I want to give of that HIV is a virus which is responsible for causing AIDS, which is responsible for causing a deadly disease which is called as AIDS. अगर इसका early detection possible होता तो we can treat that patient properly, right? But what happens, we can go to doctor only when symptoms are visible. Only when symptoms are visible. So nowadays we are using molecular diagnosis. Like I have written polymerase chain reaction, your recombinant DNA technology. One more I have written, that is your ELISA. This all are techniques which are useful for early diagnosis before the symptoms of diseases are visible. Okay. So what I have written, early diagnosis can be possible by using recombinant DNA technology, PCR and your ELISA. ओके अभी मैंने जो बोला वही लिखा है, प्रेजेंस ऑफ एनी पैथोजन से बैक्टीरिया और वायरस इज सस्पेक्टेड ओनली व्हेन पैथोजन हैज प्रोड्यूस्ड अ डिजीज सिम्पटम. By this time the concentration of pathogen is already very high in body. Latest example if I want to discuss over here is of our coronavirus. आपको कैसे पता चले कि you are infected with coronavirus? Only if your body produces certain symptoms like difficulty in breathing, right? Fever, okay, cough. This all are the symptoms which is given by your coronavirus. But by this time the amount of that virus in our body increases very much. Okay, so before your body shows symptom, we are using this molecular diagnosis to detect presence of pathogen in suspected patients. In suspected patient. Okay, so आप सभी ने पढ़ा है PCR. PCR stands for your polymerase chain reaction. अब ये reaction में क्या होता है, 3 steps are involved. ठीक है, that is your denaturation, annealing and extension. This theory you are thorough with. So this PCR technique is used to detect presence of target DNA sequences. Presence of target DNA sequences in that suspected patient. Now if I am talking about target DNA sequences, kiski? Of pathogens. It can be of bacteria, it can be of virus, or it can be of anything. To be more specific, pathogen DNA sequence in sample of patient. Okay, how this do? Simply by amplification of their nucleic acids. Amplification of their nucleic acid. So one such technique which I have written over here is your PCR, right? This can detect low concentration, most important thing, low concentration of bacteria or viruses which are pathogen at a time when the symptoms of disease are not yet visible. ओके सो इसकी प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट हो सकती है. वाई? क्योंकि जो बैक्टीरिया का और वायरस का कंसंट्रेशन होगा वो कैसा होगा, ये टाइम पे कम होगा. सो वी कैन इजीली हैंडल दिस सिचुएशन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट व्हाट आई हैव रिटन, दिस कैन बी डन, you very well know that, by amplification of their nucleic acid, that is your target DNA sequences, or it can be target RNA sequences. Okay, what I have written, this PCR is useful in detecting HIV virus, is useful in detecting HIV virus in suspected AIDS patient, right? This tool is also applicable for detecting mutations in gene in suspected cancer patient, and even this tool is useful for determining genetic disorders. So ये तीन चीजें you people have to memorize, right? AIDS, cancer and genetic disorder. If I am talking about mutation we will understand in later chapter, but for now, simple as that, any alteration in DNA sequence, any unwanted change in DNA sequence is called as your mutation. Abhi ke liye you have to memorize this. In detail we are going to understand in later class. Okay, so this red color point is important: HIV, cancer and your genetic disorder. So this is one such technique which is useful in early diagnosis. Second technique is use of probe. Second technique क्या है? Is use of probe. Now what is probe? Probe is nothing but a single stranded radioactive RNA or DNA, or it can be protein. ठीक है, once again मैंने क्या बोला आपको, ये जो प्रोब है, प्रोब क्या होता है? It is single stranded. To be more specific, ये क्या है? Radioactive क्यों? क्योंकि it produces some color, so we can see this on autoradiographic frame. Okay, so once again probe क्या है? Radioactive, single stranded. Either you can say DNA, either you can say RNA, or it can be proteins also. Okay, you can use any of this probe depending on pathogen present in our body. Okay, so देखो यहाँ पे मैंने क्या लिखा है, a single stranded, जैसे मैंने बोला यहाँ पे DNA और RNA tagged with radioactive molecule, इसको कहा जाता है probe. क्या कहे इसको हम? Probe is allowed to hybridize to its complementary DNA in clones having the mutated gene, complementary DNA in a clone of cells, followed by detection using autoradiography. What happens? Look here, for your explanation, say for example, this is your DNA. ये क्या है? आपका DNA है. And say for example it is in sequence A T C G A. चलो, for ease of understanding only this much base I am taking. Okay, तो ये क्या हो गया आपका DNA, and this is your probe. Probe in the sense ये कैसा है? Radioactive. It is radioactive. This probe is allowed to hybridize to its complementary DNA. अब इसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री डीएनए क्या होगा? ए के सामने क्या है? टी, टी के सामने क्या है? ए, सी के सामने जी, जी के सामने सी, ए के सामने टी. सो दिस इज व्हाट? कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री डीएनए. इट इज कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री डीएनए. ओके, इन क्लोन of cell followed by detection using autoradiography, then this clones are subjected to autoradiography. अब सिंपल सी बात है, अगर ये प्रोब इसके साथ हाइब्रिडाइज कर जाए, कैन यू सी दिस? देयर विल बी फॉर्मेशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. हाइब्रिडाइज हो चुका, देन This will be visible on photographic plate. This will be visible in photographic plate. Simple as that. लेकिन मानो कि आपका जो ये जीन है वो म्यूटेटेड है, अल्टर्ड है. से फॉर एग्जाम्पल once again I am taking the same A T C G A, ठीक है, और ये आपका डीएनए, कॉम्प्लीमेंटरी डीएनए. चलो यहाँ पे क्या होना चाहिए, T. से फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे नॉर्मली क्या होना चाहिए, कौन सा बेस होना चाहिए, ए, दैट इज योर एडेनिन. बट ड्यू टू सम रीजन यहाँ पे ये बेस चेंज हो गया है सी से फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये चेंज हो गया, ठीक है. अनदर रिमेन्स द सेम. नाउ कैन वी से दैट दिस टू डीएनए सीक्वेंसेस आर कॉम्प्लीमेंटरी टू ईच अदर. ये दोनों हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग बनाएगी. कैन वी से दैट टी के सामने नॉर्मली क्या आना चाहिए, ए आना चाहिए, yes or no? So these two bases are not complementary. These two DNA strands do not hybridize, and thus it is not visible on photographic film. अगर ये visible नहीं होती तो आपको क्या पता चले कि your gene, this red one, is altered, is mutated. ये सिंपल सी टेक्निक है. ओके, सो वापस एक बार देखो. The photographic film, the clones having mutated gene will hence not appear on the photographic film. Am I clear? ये mutated one है. Instead of A क्या आ गया है, C. Now these two are not complementary with each other. They are not going to hybridize and thus not visible on your photographic film. What is the reason for the same? Because the probe will not have complementary strand with that of mutated gene. Simple as that. तो यहाँ से डायग्नोसिस ये निकलता है कि वो जो टारगेट डीएनए सीक्वेंस है वो कैसी है, म्यूटेटेड है. It is mutated. Okay, in your college, in higher classes, you people are going to understand 3 processes, that is your southern blotting, northern blotting and western blotting, which is based on using this probe, either you are using DNA or you are using RNA or you are using proteins. So these two are the techniques. एक होती है आपकी और PCR and दूसरी क्या होती है, probe. प्रोब क्या है, वापस से एक बार, सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड डीएनए आरएनए प्रोटीन जो रेडियो एक्टिव है. जो कैसा है, रेडियो एक्टिव. क्यों रेडियो एक्टिव लिया है, क्योंकि हमको क्या करनी है, ऑटो रेडियोग्राफी. फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट में इट शुड शो सम कलर. इसकी वजह से जो प्रोब हम यहाँ पे ले रहे हैं वो कैसा होना चाहिए, रेडियो एक्टिवली लेबल्ड. ओके, so the last that we are going to understand under your molecular diagnosis is your ELISA. What is full form of ELISA? Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, as I have written over here, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Okay, here you just have to understand the definition of ELISA. This is based on principle of antigen antibody interaction. Okay, it is based on principle of antigen antibody interaction. Now you very well know that any foreign substance which enters in our body is recognized as antigen, yes or no? It can be pathogens, right? Say for example, if you are talking about bacteria, viruses, protozoans, you can say this all are considered as antigen by our body. So this test can be done by either detection of antigen present in our body, and you very well know that what is our immune response to these foreign substances. Our immune systems are going to produce antibodies against this antigen. You people have understood the structure of antibodies, right? You people have understood what is humoral immunity, what is cell mediated immunity. So if you are talking about humoral immunity, तो वो कैसे होती है, by production of antibodies, and these antibodies are produced against antigens present in our body. So simple as that, right? This can be done by detecting presence of antigen, or this can be done by detecting presence of antibodies which our body produces against that pathogenic organism. ठीक है, तो वही लिखा है मैंने यहाँ पे, infection of pathogen can be detected by presence of antigens, right? Say for example, it can be proteins or glycoproteins, or it can be detected by presence of antibodies synthesized against the pathogen. So for class 12, you have to memorize this only. In your higher classes, you people are going to understand types of ELISA. Mainly, there are 4 types of ELISA: direct ELISA, indirect ELISA, competitive ELISA, and your sandwich ELISA. This all are the types of ELISA. क्या बोला मैंने? Direct, indirect, competitive and sandwich. These are 4 main type of ELISA. Again, this all are based on principle of antigen antibody interaction. तो ये क्या पढ़ा हमने आज के लेक्चर में? Gene therapy. What is gene therapy? Correction of your defected genes. And we people have understood molecular diagnosis, that is diagnosis occurs at molecular level before the symptoms of disease are visible, under which we people have done with your number 1 PCR, second one is your using probes, and third one is your ELISA. The full form is very important. This can be for your MCQs, and yes, it is based on principle of antigen antibody interaction. This can be also asked in MCQs. Thank you.